Hi there, it's Susan from SG Development Solutions. Have you ever had that situation where the petrol warning light has come on in your car, maybe about 50 miles ago, and you know there's a petrol station coming up, but you're just not sure if you're going to get there on time? Or maybe you've just had the kind of day where you've been flat out all day, you've been really busy, and you sit down at night and you start to feel a bit kind of lightheaded, a bit spaced out, and you realise you haven't actually eaten all day. Now, both of those are examples of running on empty, which is something that many of us do a lot of the time because of this perennial problem of time management. Well, there's two key points here. One, we need fuel to make us go as much as a car does. And two, if we don't take time to refuel, then we're not going to be any good for anyone. So when it comes to time management, it's about pausing, checking in with ourselves and saying, am I in the best shape right now to be doing all the stuff I need to do? And if you are in the best shape, you're going to be able to identify for yourself whether you're actually prioritising the right stuff. So here's what happens when we don't press pause. So when we just keep doing and doing and doing and end up running on empty, here's what's actually going on in terms of the brain. So you've heard me talking about the prefrontal cortex before, so this bit at the front of the brain. Well, a lot of the stuff on your to-do list, I bet, requires you to plan and organise, maybe problem solve, maybe be a bit creative. It requires you to think often quite a lot. The prefrontal cortex needs fuel, and it needs fuel, yes, in the form of food, but it also needs fuel in the form of just a little bit of space to let all the processing happen. And when we're doing, we're overloading the prefrontal cortex, and what we're doing is we're depleting the resources. So it's a bit like driving for 300 miles and never feeling that you need to fill up your car. It's going to run out eventually. Another thing that's going on when we are doing and we start to feel like we're running on empty, the sort of chemical, neurochemical makeup of going on in your brain and subsequently in your body is being affected. So you might be able to keep going for a period of time because you've got adrenaline pumping through your body, but too much adrenaline over a long period of time starts to take its toll on your health. So you start to experience maybe stress-related issues. You maybe start to find that yourself that you're not functioning so well. You maybe start to feel that your heart rate is increasing. And if you go to the doctor's going to tell you that stuff long-term is not sustainable. What's also going on is we have some other chemicals. Cortisol, you've heard me talking about before. Norepinephrine is another chemical, and those, again, short term can give us a bit of a boost to get stuff done, but the long term impact is we're depleting the good resources that our body has and that our brain has to enable us to do all the stuff that's on that endless to-do list. So what's going on when our prefrontal cortex is overloaded, when we've got adrenaline, norepinephrine, cortisol going through our body? We're actually limiting the opportunity for a really, really fantastic thing to go on, which is where oxytocin flows through your body, which makes you feel good and helps to replenish your resources that you need to get all your stuff done. So pressing pause, taking time, refueling is really important, because if not, you're going to find yourself short-tempered. You're going to find you won't remember things as well as you could, so you start forgetting things. It means you'll have to go back and redo things you've already done, or reread that thing that you've just read, have the same conversation with someone. So to use your time more efficiently, you really need to keep yourself refueled. You really need to keep that gauge of yours closer to the full end than the empty end. So it's not necessarily about taking yourself off to the spa for the day, although I'm sure that would do an awful lot of good for you. But it's about just pausing and checking in with yourself and saying every so often throughout the course of your day, what's the best thing I could do right now to be in the best shape to do all the things I need to do? So what's the best thing I could do right now to be in the best shape to do all of the things I need to do? And just wait and see what answer comes up. And that is probably going to be the best thing you can do to manage your time and manage your day effectively. So I hope you find that useful. As always, please get in touch if you've got any questions or comments, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye now.